Welcome to Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again. Hello everybody, good morning to all of you and welcome to Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again. My name is Taufik and I'm truly humbled to be given this opportunity to be your resident host for this series. Now, Power Monday is ERA's original podcast where we bring in the best of the best in the industry to share their life journeys, the strategies that kept them going, as well as the best practices for success. So, if you guys are looking for your weekly dose of empowerment and inspiration, we are here for you every Monday, 10 a.m. on ERA Singapore Spotify. And if you'd like to watch us, we'll also be available on One ERA YouTube. Now, as today is the very first episode, I want to keep it strong. So kicking things off, we have a trailblazer that has graced us with his presence today. And to me, he is the true walking embodiment of success and empowerment himself. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the truly inspirational, the one and only, our Chief Agency Officer, Kevin Lam. Kevin, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, not bad, your radio voice.
Can you tell that I'm very nervous?
No, I cannot tell. What your
Good.
real voice, very good.
Thank you so much.
Didn't know you're like that.
I practice a lot for this
Or
moment.
you like WWF like that.
Thank you.
My era is WWF.
I still watch now. It's
WWE
still
now, right?
WWE now. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. And what can I do for you?
Okay, so just break the ice a bit. Kevin, I first met you in last year, November 2023, during ULWC.
Okay.
And first impressions,
Yeah,
intimidating.
Intimidating.
I was so afraid to approach you.
Really? Yeah.
But then
Why?
I think it's your presence, your success
Really?
presence just exuding out from you. But I think after working with you for some of the camps and the
Wait,
programs.
so clarification, I'm very friendly,
Yes,
very
yes, yes,
kind.
yes,
Yeah,
very,
not
very supportive.
intimidating.
Intimidating in a loving way.
Loving way.
Yeah,
Wow.
encouragement.
会讲话 are you?
So I think, after working with you with some camps and programs, I realized that it's actually not me being afraid of you, but it's actually my negative mindset that has been self-sabotaging me.
Because these camps are working on you, huh?
Yes, it has an effect on me.
Wow, you say
Yeah.
very deep things, huh?
So I realized that all this negative mindset has hindered me to reach my full potential. So I keep worrying and being afraid of things that I don't know, that it stops me from actually performing better than I could have been. So that brings us to today's topic, which is winner's mindset.
Winner's mindset.
Yeah, so I think
winner's
you are
mindset.
the perfect person for this topic.
I'm the perfect person.
Yeah, so maybe
try.
from your lens, Kevin Lim's version, can you tell us a bit of what you would define a winner's mindset is?
I think firstly, it's a choice. It's never something you have or do not have. So I think the first misconception is most people will look at themselves and see that if they are born with it or not. Or they are brought up, their background to determine who they are. Right? So I think first of all, it's a decision.
I see.
It's a decision. Have you decided to be successful? Have you decided to be at the front? Have you decided to be number one? Whether you are number one or not, it's not important. But in the mind, have you already traveled to that realm, that zone? So it's a decision, right? So I think secondly, it's a mindset. It's a mindset, right? It's a mindset that needs to be trained. And I don't know, I understand. I always think ERA has got so many training.
Yeah.
And every training, it's talking about neck up.
Yeah.
Which is the brain, the logic. And I realized one day, actually, we need training for neck down, which is the heart. And that's why one day, maybe, that was 5-6 years ago, me and Marcus decided, let's do a boot camp to train what most training don't do, which is the heart. And then here we are after 20 camps of US or ULWC. Yeah. But of course, today, it's not to sell UL or USWC.
I was about to
Today's
sell
Power Monday, right? Let's charge up our ERA agents.
Yes.
Okay, so to me, it's like I say, it's a decision, mostly. And then it's a mindset. And then the questions is, how long or when was the last time you trained your mindset? And then you realize, mindset must train one. And how to train mindset. So I think we all need training.
because it's not something that is always conscious that we have to train.
It's a
our
train
mindset.
your subconscious. You
Yeah,
are
correct.
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most difficult things.
It is. So throughout your 22 years of your
Yep,
career in the
22
industry,
years.
so at which point in your life, whether personal or work, where you realize that you need a switch to the winner's mindset?
Wow. Well, you see, I'm 22 years in the business. I'm coming 44. So you can see half my life is with ERA, is dedicated to real estate. And out of the 22 years, I think 16 years or so is dedicated to team building, right? So your question is, at which point I decided to be winning.
As in, you had a switch mindset because obviously when you started off young and new, like brand new baby to the industry, I think it's not the first thing. Obviously, you had some growth before you reached to the
Then
winner's
you're
mindset.
wrong. Right at the start, I want to be the winner. You see, again, this is a mindset.
Okay.
Why? You need to go to, you need to learn how to walk, and then you need to go to kindergarten, then you go to primary school, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you can go to secondary school, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So when you are in primary 3, you want to go to sec 1, what do they say? Cannot. Why cannot? Logically, why cannot?
You haven't
If you
finished your-
if you have the ability, why cannot? Right?
Correct,
But
right.
we don't talk about ability. We talk about cannot, because it's system.
It's system, yep.
So that's why when most agent comes in, I don't know why, we Singaporean at large, we just fall into a system. You need to start being new, and then you need to probably go and build yourself up. You got no rights to be winner mindset, no, because you're new.
Yeah.
You have to guai, be at the bottom, and maybe do your rental, then upgrade to your HDB, then upgrade to your resale, then upgrade to your project. Then ultimately you can do lender, like lender is like a university.
Yeah.
You need to start from the bottom up. See, most people do things without knowing why. They just kind of follow a system. And then of course to me this is very much called a culture.
Yes.
Culture, right? So you mentioned you expect that right in the beginning, I should have some rust patches before I think like that. But right at the beginning, I really think like a winner. But am I a winner? No. So what you think and what you are is two different things. Right? So I always travel using my mind to travel ahead to what I want first. So that my body and my physical then knows what to do to get there. It's a bit deep, but I think when you talk about psychology, when you talk about mindset, at times it will be a bit deep.
Yeah.
So don't have to understand. Don't have to go and fight to understand it. Not everything in this world we must understand. Again, that is a problem most people.
Yeah.
They need to understand everything, then they can do. For me, I don't need to.
Understand.
I practice this thing right at the beginning. I practice this thing called I do whatever is right, not what I like. Most people like to do what they like.
Correct.
What they think.
Yeah.
What you like, what you think is your problem, you see. Of course, if what you like and what you think is the winning part of the business, good for you.
Yeah.
If what you like and what you think to do is not the winning part of the business, you don't benefit from it. So I think most people are very good at these two parts. The important thing is about the cross-section in the middle. Ask me why.
Why?
The cross-section in the middle.
What's the
I mean, what you agree and doing, which is right, already got you the result today.
Okay, yeah.
If not, you wouldn't be even today like the top 500 or the top 300.
Yeah.
You'll be worse off, right?
Yeah.
And also, what you think you don't like and shouldn't be doing is actually what you shouldn't be doing is correct. It's a cross-section about what you like, but it's wrong, it's not correct. You better get rid of it.
Understand.
Or rather, the other way around. What you don't like to do, but it's the right thing to do. And you better go and learn how to do it and how to like doing it.
Understand.
Then you can see this thing called quantum leap. I think in life, we must always aim for this thing called a quantum leap. You cannot just like I say, primary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, secondary 1. You got to aim when you are primary 3 to quantum leap to secondary school 1. I'm using this as an example.
Yeah.
So this quantum leap is something most people don't have awareness that they need to do that. It's a decision again.
Yeah.
All right. So it's very important to have this shift of mindset. Yeah. So of course, then the question is always how.
Correct.
Right.
That's about it.
So that's why we go for training. That's why we read books. That's why we see social media. I mean, today social media is like our Bible. Whether you look at positive things, it will keep feeding you positive things, or you look at negative things, it will keep feeding you negative things or kaypoh things.
Yeah.
So of course today we are very well vast of informations. So you got to learn how to choose the correct informations that can help you lah.
Yeah, as I said. But I think even though sometimes we have all these trainings and all this support, some people really cannot break through. I don't know if it's their stubbornness or they are just too comfortable with their...
I seriously don't believe no one can break through. A bit sensitive, but never mind. No host bar.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you guys go to level 1 and look at every month or every year's top 50 agents, can you tell me which type is the one? You will find male, female, tall, short, young, not so young, educated, not so educated, good looking, not so good looking. So what's the common denominator? Education? Background? Culture? Race? No. It's all these things that I mentioned earlier. But people don't analyze this and then change and decide to do what these people behave like. Like for example, Taufik, do you like to get attention?
On hindsight.
What do you mean? Do you like to get attention?
Okay, yes or no? I know that you are a very
Answer.
specific
Yeah.
person.
Do you like to get attention?
No. Yeah.
That's something you like to do, which is not get attention. But in this business, whether it's sales, real estate, as well as in business, it's all about getting attention.
Correct.
Because money follows attention. If you cannot get the attention, you'll never get the money.
Wow.
Because there's so much competition, there's so much noises in the market. And if you cannot get people's attention, how are they going to use you and then pay you money? Most people, especially salespeople, dies in this thing called obscurity. I don't know if I pronounce correctly. Obscure. It means the state of unknown.
Obscurity. Okay.
They don't like to get attention. Why? Because when they're young, the mama say, Taufik, don't get attention.
You hear that, Mama?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's their way of protecting us, I know.
Yeah.
But then we grew up to be somebody who don't like attention. Why we don't like attention? Because after attention, people will start to criticize you.
Yeah.
And do you like to be criticized?
No.
But criticize equals to marketing.
Yeah.
People talk about you. Good talk, bad talk, still talk about you.
Correct.
But eventually, most people will also be worried about this stage because eventually, some are more extreme, not just criticize, haters,
Yeah.
Wow, they'll bring you down. But in my opinion, wow, it is never the people that criticize you or support you that give you the attention. It is always these haters that give you massive attention because haters talk about you with emotions.
Yeah.
People will criticize you just, but the haters were emotional. Yeah. So of course, to me, eventually, after you pull through strong enough, you believe in what you're doing. Just look at all the TikToker on the web. Simon Boy, Ma Yituo. Have they not been outrageous, ridiculous?
Yeah.
Get attention.
Correct.
Eventually, there is also criticism.
Yes.
And then haters. But then a lot of their haters now becomes their
And
fans. So that's comes part 4, admiration.
admiration.
So I don't know why it's not invented by me. It's just something I understand. I mean, it's not my job to offend people, but if you take offense of what we people do, like all these TikToker, then so be it. But your objective is to get attention so that you can get this business with more people coming to you. And this is a people business.
Understand.
So the state of unknown, it's one of the reasons why people are not getting known and getting sales.
Okay, so other than that, from your own experience, what were your struggles and obstacles as you go through the journey to success?
Well, I'm 22 years in ERA in the business. I remember I first 2003 I came in young, dangerous, most importantly broke. I joined ERA riding a scooter bike. Just me and myself and my scooter. I joined ERA. Ready to make some big money. Then I kena this thing called SARS. So actually this is my second pandemic.
But
Yeah. And then, cut the story short, first 10 months, zero sales.
first 10 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I feel most people will not pull through because it's logical. You get sad and upset and frustrated. But because of this decision that I made on day one to win, that kept me going. But can you ask me how many times I want to quit?
How many times did you want to quit?
I'm glad you asked. 3 times. And actually, I have 4,000 agents under me, right, in Preeminent Group. And actually, ERA wouldn't have a CAO, Kevin, and there's no Preeminent Group, and there's no all these people because I would have given up back then. So, cut the story short, 10 months of struggles. Did I work very hard? Yes. Right? But I also want to admit, these 10 months, I do what I like. I didn't do what is right.
I see.
It's until the aha moment, I start doing what is right.
Wow.
I tell you. Oh, boss, I want to do door knocking. I'll do door knocking. Yeah? Why? Why do you do door knocking?
To get leads.
Oh, because it's low cost. Oh, because, you see, you do it because it's low cost. Do you do it because it can get you sales? No, I ask you a very simple question. Taufik, I mean, you're very young, right? 20?
6.
6, ah. Okay, not so young. I take back my words.
Hey.
Okay, just imagine. Okay, it must come from right at the start of your mind.
Okay.
Today, you own a 2-bedroom condo with your wife, whoever it is. Okay, after staying for 5 years, you decided to sell because you got a newborn coming in or whatsoever, and you're doing well in your career. Okay, so you own the 2-bedroom, you and your wife want to sell. Okay, what's the first thing you would do to sell the house? Finding an agent.
What?
What is the first thing you would do to get an agent to sell the house? Your engineer, your wife is a teacher.
First thing first, engage
What's the first thing you will get? What's the first thing you will do to find an agent?
Oh, go on internet lah.
Internet,
Search
where?
Google.
Okay, you will Google. Google what? You must think.
Buy homes. I want to sell my property and buy homes.
I think maybe yes, but let me tell you the answer a bit. I mean, you can agree with me or not.
Yeah.
You will go to Instagram. You will look it through your head. Who do you know is an agent, and you think he or she is good? Example. Oh, you know this guy called Garrett, and wow, you think he's very good. Will you call Garrett?
Yes.
You will call, right?
Yeah.
So it's always first thing first, circle of influence, right?
Yeah.
Next, how will you find an agent? You say internet, but let me be more specific. You should go Property Guru one. You should go Property Guru, check the condo that you're staying in, and then go through who has got the most listing, got the price that you think you like to get. You will call the agent.
Yeah.
But you should go to your mailbox every day to open letter, right? Now that you got an intention, you will read through those mailers and select whoever that you think is the best. So Casey is still at the stage of they think. It's nothing about truth. They think.
Yeah.
Okay? So just remember this part, I think. Later we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Right. Can I ask you, would you tell your wife, dear wife, go to school to teach, I go to work as an engineer, we come back tonight at 7 o'clock, whoever knocks on our door, we will use him as an agent? You won't, what? You won't tell your wife, hey, I know you got one friend called Garrett Lim, top agent in ERA for the last 22 years. No. Don't call him. Hey, we know got this website called Property Guru. Hey, don't go and see. Hey, got mailers inside our mailbox. Don't see. Just don't do all this. We wait for the phone to ring or wait for the door to be knocked on. We use the agent who knock on the door. You're like, weird, right?
Yeah.
Then why are you as an agent doing these weird things?
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that door knocking is not good. Right? Yeah, it's create activity, emotions create emotions. It gets you, to be on the ground. Yes, but I felt door knocking should be targeted with a mission. Example, you got a buyer of an HDB block, only want to buy this cluster of 5 years MOP flats and there's no stock in the market. Then you got mission, you go and door knock. You know what I'm trying to say? Condo cannot door knock lah. Just using an example.
Understand.
Right? But most people do it without having an idea of why. They just do it for the sake of doing it. That's my point. I mean, I don't know if the audience gets what I'm trying to say. So I used to be the other way for the 10 months. I switched to my way of looking at things and I do everything with a purpose, with a mission, with an objective. If not, I wouldn't waste my time. But I find a lot of new agents like to waste their time.
Yeah.
Because they do what they like, not what is right.
Correct.
Right? I mean, we always hear that fairy tale lah. That guy, that girl, that person went door knocking and hit that $1 million deal or whatever lah. Yeah. I believe once in a million, but it has to be sustainable, right?
Yeah.
So, like I say, I'm not saying door knocking is bad or roadshow is bad, but it can be a supplementary. It's like a dessert after you eat your main course. No one goes to the restaurant hungry and then first thing order dessert, right?
Yeah.
You order your main course first, right? Your starter, whatever, right? Then you eat your dessert, right? All must be eaten, right? But you have to be having this business mindset. Okay? Maybe if you ask me, I'll say that right in the beginning, I wanted to win. Yes, but I didn't have this business mindset. I didn't look at this as a business. I look at this job as a employment. Then I realized it's not even a job. It's a business.
Correct.
I'm just working with ERA. This is a business. I'm running my own Kevin Lim sales business back then. So I got to make decisions. Then you realize a lot of our agents, especially the young ones, they can't make decisions because they are not used to making decisions, and the whole life, everyone help them make decisions except themselves. So first thing first, learn how to make decisions. I mean, your job is to make good decisions, right?
Correct.
They ask me how to make good decisions.
How do you make good decisions,
I'm
Kevin?
glad you asked. It comes from experience. They ask me, how do I get experience?
How do you get experience?
Bad decisions. Bad decisions give you experience. I mean, it's not your choice to make bad decisions. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But eventually there will be bad decisions. Don't get fed up by it. Don't get hammered by it. Just go on. Use it as a positive. It's half filled, half empty. Your choice.
So making decisions, all of this, I think, brings me to think about setting goals. Right?
Setting goals.
Yeah. So is there a formula for a winner's mindset?
First, very good question. Do you have goals? Most people do not have. Most people do not know why they want to win, why they want to be champion, why they want to make 100,000 in a month, why they want to be a millionaire agent. Why? Most people do not know why until they make the million.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you must know why you need the money for.
Find the purpose, basically.
And come on, we're living first thing first. We are in a materialistic world. It's absolutely okay to like material stuff. I just, on my way to this podcast, I drove my car to the Esso station to pump full tank of gas. Hey, I got to pay money to the uncle and then leave. I cannot just give the uncle a hug and then go. No. So we live in a material world, no, where we need money to
communicate.
So it is absolutely okay to talk about money.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, you must be comfortable talking about money. It's okay to admit you like money. But there's a lot of stigma about money. It's one whole another topic. Okay?
Yeah.
So now, of course, back to your question is, I think goal setting is a decision as well. But some people, I would say, they look at it as a magic show. Like, you put inside the hat, then ding,
They come out.
then you see whether got rabbit come out.
Yes. Yeah.
They see it as like a Pandora box kind of magic show. To me, goal setting is not a magic show. Goal setting is a decision. Goal setting is a mission. You must know what your mission is, right? When you put your GPS, you know where you want to go to, right?
Correct.
Are you there? Not yet. But do you know where you want to go? Yes.
Yes.
Can you on the headlight and then you see the destination from your car? Can you uncover as you go, right?
Yeah.
So goal setting is exactly like that. So I would say that to make things more practical, not that we all puff up talking about very puff up things. I think I've been practicing goal setting for the last at least 18, 20 years. Every year I'll do a goal. It's called Kevin's Goal 2024. And I'll put pictures of things that I want to get. I'll put pictures of things I want to do. If you want to be Captain Planet, save the world, do charity work, good. You want to give all your wealth away, good. If you want to buy material stuff, the handbag, that car, that or whatever, aeroplane or whatever, you should put, because again, I'm a very visual person. Some people are not. Some people are very kinesthetic, very, I don't know. I'm a very visual person, right? I see pictures, colors, and things that tick. So from all the things that you want to purchase, it will derive on how much you need. And then I will work them out into 4 quarters. Okay? Like if you want to make 500,000 in a year, then I'll just break them to Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And I don't just divide by 4, because I know Q1 and Q4 is the light load. Q2 and 3 is a heavy load because of festivals, things, and people very slow right in the beginning of the year and things like that. So I will eventually break them quarter into the 3 months, and then into the weeks. And then there's a business plan and there's something to follow through, because in order to get the weeks to the month, to the quarter, to the year, then there's this thing called activities. Okay, so you remember when you were young, you got to pack your school bags.
Yeah.
Looking at the timetable.
Yeah.
Right. At every year, they change the timetable.
Correct.
And at every beginning of the year, you need to rely on the timetable to pack the books.
Yeah.
Somewhere after a while, you don't need anymore. Why?
It's a routine.
Yeah. So now I do not need the timetable of what to do, because it's really
embedded in your
routine.
Yeah.
Right?
Routine already.
Right?
Yeah.
And so new agents need that timetable. So this thing is like a timetable for them to follow, from year to quarter, quarter to month, month to weeks, weeks to daily activities.
Should be specific.
Because you don't have the discipline to pull through. That's why you need a timetable. But if you have got discipline, then it's already built into your muscle memory. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So like now, I go to the gym, I have to follow what my coach give me.
Yeah.
Do what. Right? Do everyone do that in the gym? No. Some people do not know how to do and didn't do. Some people didn't do is because they already done it and they know how to do. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing everywhere you go. Let's say something about, maybe the audience can resonate. You go travel. You need itinerary or not? You follow, some people don't do itinerary. But if you keep going Japan for the last 20 times, do you need?
Long.
Don't need. So you see, it's a process again. Everything is a process. All right. People miss the process and they took shortcut and they're not disciplined to do things and follow through. Okay? So it all translates down to sales. Team building, same. What's the number of agents you want to do? From year to quarter, recruitment, to weekly, to activities. What have you done that you attract these activities? Skill set is skill set. I'm not talking about skill set yet. I'm talking about goal setting, which you mentioned.
Correct.
All right?
Yeah.
So for the last 20 years or so, 18, 20 years, I've been doing this goal setting. Even 25, I have one. At this stage, I have.
So it's a continuous process. It's always, you need to like...
I'm already so trained until I'm so uncomfortable if I don't have one.
But for those who are starting out, they definitely need to review and then tweak and then change towards their goals.
And that's the magic thing about it. If you ask all my close friends, Zach, Alex, Bjorn, Kenny, Ivan, Kelly, Nico, they know what I want to buy next.
Oh.
They know what I want to do next. Because I share these dreams and go with. Not mistake lah. The habit most people do is only they themselves know what they want. They keep it a secret. Why?
Because it's their own...
So that no one can hold accountability. Guys, accountability is very important. I tell you, most people are not disciplined because they are not accountable for.
Correct.
When you have accountability, you have no choice but to be disciplined.
Correct.
So I share all my dreams. I share them online. Or I share things on social media. And then what do people say?
Show off.
Show off. Remember, attention. Money follows attention.
Yeah.
Then criticism comes. Haters come.
Then
You must stay true to your beliefs and close the cycle. Okay? I share is to help myself to ground it.
Yeah.
Right? It's not to offend people or whatever. Actually, I don't really care.
I understand.
Right? So of course, I know how I worked, and it has been working for me since today. It's Power Monday. Okay,
Yes.
wow, that episode one.
Very
so
first
honored,
episode.
no.
Yeah, I'm very honored as well.
So I just really, from the bottom of my heart, I really want to be here to share what I have known for the last 22 years in this business of real estate. Actually, I'm quite sick and tired of people always thinking I'm very successful.
Yeah.
I'm very great. I'm very good. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to hear that. But be the last person to believe in it.
Meaning?
Yeah. Because people always use their benchmark to see what you get and then think you're very good.
Then the self-sabotage comes again. Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
My benchmark is much higher. In my world of my benchmark, I'm the newbie. This is the beginning. I'm not even at the mountain top yet. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So again, people's head get big when you get a bit of success, people praise you, you still think real. No? So again, I mean no offense, but the sky's the limit. How big a mountain you want to climb is really decided by you, right? So I know people support me, people praise me, but I just believe I'm right at the beginning of my career, of my business. How can I be right after 22 years? Yeah, because I want to go 222 years. You know what I mean? There is a comparison. Wow, 22 years over 222 years is like very little. If you only want 30 years, then you have 22 years, then it's like, oh, almost done.
Yeah.
So it's again a metaphor. It's again the measurements. We live in a world of duality.
Correct.
Must always have comparison. Left, right. No right, there's no left. Up and down, right?
Yeah.
So this brings to a very important question. Guys, you could really ask yourself, do you love competition? Do you love competition? When you were young, what was competition to you? When you were in the teenage, what's competition to you? When you're in school, what is competition to you? When there's a competition, you're like, wow, let's go. Or you're like, oh man. Because you must understand sales is a competitive business. If you don't love competition, you will. Oh, can say it.
I think we'll get the
Censorship.
post-production to beep it out, but yeah.
You got to love competition. Competition is to make you better. You must be competitive. Again, it's a choice. You see, the bell curve, why some people can queue a couple of days to be at the front to get an iPhone later, to get the whatever latest gadget.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone.
Yeah.
Right? But I believe these people are the early adopters. And then most people are the critical mass. They do it because most people are doing it. Then there's always the other part called the laggers. No choice there to be. I choose to be always at the early adopters in things. That's why I bought the first Tesla.
Oh yeah.
I was the first few who owned a Tesla
Yeah, I
in
heard
Singapore
about that.
and in ERA, the first person or whatever. I don't care because I just want to be the early adopter. I really sold my Tesla. I owned it for 2 years because I just want to understand how does it feel and this excitement of being early adopters. So in the last 20 years, many things that I've done and spearheaded for team building seems out of place, seems outrageous, ridiculous, right when I was doing it. Today, it becomes a norm of doing it.
Correct.
From social media to branding to structuring to activities to how we carry ourselves, things, I don't know, dressing.
Yeah.
At that point, that was difficult, man, because I was against everybody.
Yeah.
Today, oh, you don't do it, you're wrong. So who's correct? Because I practice this travel, my time travel thing. I was in the future.
Yeah.
I'm always in the future, right? But when you are in future, bro, you got to take it, no, because you are the odd one out. You
But
have
it's-
to
yeah, but-
tahan.
Yeah, that's the-
Tahan. Yeah, but I believe this is the future. So if you see Elon Musk and whatsoever, it's the same. They have a belief, right? Right? Of course, they are great people, bigger and greater than any one of us or me. So that's why I like to associate with them. That's why I buy the Tesla, because I want to infuse the Elon Musk in me. Right? And many things I do is for inspiration.
Understand. I think it has been a wonderful time. I would really love
Okay.
to continue the conversation.
Yeah, I mean-
but it's gonna take hours. But we have future.
If
future
you can give me
episodes.
a bit of time to do a shout out lah.
Oh,
You know,
sure,
I
no
I
problem.
am working currently closely with my good friend Christian, who I believe will be on Power Monday as well.
Yes.
Christian has just come on board to join me to do boot camps for the company.
Oh,
So UL and USWC. I think if you like what you're hearing, I am very sure 3 days with me, morning to night, will make you learn a lot from Chris and myself.
yes. I can
And
attest to that.
I know there's fear of people, what is going to happen. Guys, just come with an open heart if you want to learn from us.
Yeah, that's
I am also running a leadership development program with Alvin Lim,
Yeah.
right, who is an old friend of mine. We know each other for so many years, and finally we're working together, and working so well together, and of course with Chris. So I think LDP it's also important, but it's more of a neck up. Boot camps is more neck down.
Yeah.
But that will make you a better person, a better leader. When I say leadership, don't always jump into recruitment. In fact, my bootcamp, I never even talk about recruitment. We're talking about leadership at large.
Correct.
Do you realize to be a top salesperson, you need to lead yourself?
Yeah.
And that's the issue. Most people cannot lead themselves. Right? So come and learn how to lead yourself. How to lead yourself to success. How to lead your mindset to success.
Yeah.
How to talk about the science of sales, not the logic of sales. Right? So of course, I'm happy to be here, Taufik.
Thank you so much.
You did very well. I really love your radio voice. This sound, wow, your opening was like, wow.
Wow,
Wow,
very
you
nervous,
can
man.
memorize everything you say.
I slept at 1 a.m.
Wow.
Just keep on repeating.
Yep. Taufik, I mean, you have been with us for how long?
7 months.
7 months. I think you're doing a good job.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much,
much for doing this. I think you brought so much professional work to your department. So I'm happy to work with you. Right? So keep it up.
All right. Thank you so much once
bro.
again, Kevin, for being here today. And thanking you guys for tuning in on this episode, very, very first episode. So remember, winning mindset is
mindset.
something that you need to cultivate towards a positive attitude. And I'm pretty sure with this winning mindset, you guys are able to face your challenges and bring yourself to full potential in your work life or your personal relationship. So if you guys found this episode inspirational and very fun as much as I did, follow us on Spotify, leave comments, share your thoughts, your experiences. We'd love to read it. Stay tuned for more powerful and inspirational episodes. Until next time, keep pushing through, stay empowered as we continue to rise by raising others. And remember, your Mondays will never have to be blue again. This is Taufik. It has been a pleasure. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again.